Episode 960 reveals the true reason why the Alliance couldn't reach the rendezvous point. It wasn't betrayal, but once again, the plan was compromised by an informant. All the information fell into Orochi's hands, causing him to order the destruction of all routes leading to the rendezvous point. Therefore, the allied groups couldn't meet Kinmen's group in time. Even the Thousand Sunny, though hidden in a top-secret location, was mercilessly bombed. All doors of hope seemed to slam shut at the same moment. Momonosuke tried to dissuade them, but Kinmen and the others made their final decision. They charged straight out to sea, accepting a battle to the death at Onigashima, even knowing that there was almost no way out. The 9 Red Scabbards also received bad news from Okobori Town. The people of this land placed their complete faith in the upcoming battle, and because of this, they were punished by Orochi with merciless burning alive. Among the victims was Otsuru, Kinmen's wife. With nothing left to lose, the 9 Red Scabbards shared a common desire. They wanted to die on the battlefield as the samurai subordinates of Kouzuki Oden, fighting to their last breath to open Wano as Oden had left behind. To better understand the man named Oden, the story takes us back 41 years. At that time, Oden was famous throughout Wano as the man who made countless young women's hearts flutter whenever he appeared, a muscular, wild man with an insatiable thirst for adventure. The flower capital was too cramped for Oden. The blood of adventure had flowed in him for a long time, but ironically, Oden knew nothing about the ocean, leaving his dream of sailing alone unfulfilled. Oden's father, Shogun Kouzuki Sukiyaki, heard the entire infamous history of his son. At 1 year old, he threw away his wet nurse. At 2, he caught 2 rabbits at once. At 4, he killed a bear with a rock. At 6, he squandered all his wealth in the red light district. At 8, he fought with a group of hot-tempered gamblers. At 9, he was blacklisted by the Yakuza and burned down a casino in revenge, causing a gang war. At 10, he became a master stonemason. At 14, he diverted the river's course to save the people from drought, but inadvertently caused a great flood. At 15, Oden defeated a martial arts master at a temple on the mountain, seized control of the place, and lived a life of debauchery. When the relatives of the victims arrived, Oden was ready to fight back, even dragging the entire Hyogoro clan into a chaotic battle. By the age of 18, after countless troubles caused by his son, Shogun Sukiyaki was forced to disown Oden. Also during this period, young Kinmen and Denjiro, while stealing the rare white mountain pig to sell to the Yakuza boss Kurakoma in the capital, inadvertently brought its mother along, causing widespread devastation. In episode 961, the group of people who had previously stolen the pig came to Kinmen to demand the return of the piglet to its mother. Tsuru, upon hearing of Kinmen's attack, was furious, filled with regret for what had happened and determined to avenge her loved one. Despite her bravery, Tsuru could only inflict minor injuries, a stark contrast to the enormous size of the white pig. At that critical moment, Kouzuki Oden appeared, carrying the piglet and claiming to be its thief, instantly igniting the people's outrage. With 2 swords in hand and superior physical strength, Oden unleashed a single strike with his Togen Shirataki technique, quickly subduing the giant mother pig. Fortunately, everyone was unharmed after this incident. When Kinmen tried to speak the truth, admitting that all the damage was his fault, Oden unexpectedly knocked him unconscious, accepting the blame to protect Kinmen and Tsuru's honor. Afterward, Oden decided to leave Flower Capital, accepting exile. Witnessing Oden's strength and sacrifice, Kinmen and Denjiro decided to follow him, voluntarily becoming his subordinates. At this time, Orochi was still just a servant under Shimotsuki Yasui, while Oden set his sights on a completely different land. Oden decided to go to Kuri, the notoriously lawless land, with the goal of defeating its strongest opponent, Ashura Doji. Along the way, he passed through Ringo, recruiting Izo and Kikunoyo after Kiku defeated Kurozumi Kanjuro in a brief confrontation. Next, at Hakumai, Reizo, a member of the Oni Wabanshu of the Kouzuki clan, also joined the group. Finally, Oden's group arrived in Kuri, where they officially encountered Ashura Doji, marking a major turning point in the history of this land. And that wraps up our recap for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share it to support the channel. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you won't miss the next episodes of the Wano arc recap. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.